Hey, sounds like audio's working. Hello, travelers, and welcome back to the campsite. It's good to have you all here. I hope you guys have all enjoyed your weekend so far. Um, I have. It's been nice to just sit down and relax for a little bit. But today we are jumping into part two of our White Day playthrough. So, as always with this event, we're going to play through one of the endings from very easy all the way up to hell mode. So last time we had, or last time when we started on Friday, we made it to the new building of very easy. We're going for the Ebony route, so we've done that. This time we are going for, we're going to start in the new building and see what we can do to finish out. So all that should be left is the new building in the auditorium. I think it's going to be roughly an hour and a half stream. That seems to be about what it is. That that should be what it is to complete the new building in the auditorium, unless I absolutely butcher something, which I might, knowing me. But I think without further ado, we're going to go on ahead and swap over to the game and jump in. Let's see. Good audio seems to be, or game audio seems to be working for y'all as well. Is my game audio working? It is. Awesome. Wonderful. All right. Well, without further ado, we will jump back in. So I vaguely remember how to do most of this. Again, it's been, with the exception of playing Friday night, it's been about a year since I've played this. I want to say the last time I played it was our last White Day stream. So, it's not bad. It's not the worst thing ever, but it does mean I'm going to have to pay a little bit more attention. Uh, so, this may not be the cleanest run, but that's the point of us starting on very easy. We start off with something that we're a little rusty with, and then as we get better and get more practice with it, we build our way up. You can turn on the light, I don't care. 2, 3, 4. All looks good there, all looks good there. I think we can go in. Okay, language lab. Drive belt is broken. And then the music appreciation room, the power outage is damaged. Okay, so we've got the black mass tape that we picked up from the stereo system in the other building. The goal is we're going to try to play that. So there is a glitch I'll talk about. We probably won't do it in this playthrough. I absolutely do it on like normal and higher difficulty just because of how frustrating it is. But on like very easy, and I'm going to try to on easy not abuse it. But essentially there's a way to get a janitor to despawn just long enough to finish a puzzle. Normally I don't do anything with it, but it's one of those where on the higher difficulties you almost have to mess with it. That's not fair. You can do it without it, but we'd be here for an extra like hour trying to get it to work. So, let's see. Okay, so that tells us. Hold on. Apologies. So one of the things I was just talking about the puzzle is this puzzle right here. Homerooms 1, 5, 8, 10, 12. You have to, you'll see it when we get in there, but there's, you have to turn them all on in order, and if you don't, I think it's an insta-kill? Um, Maybe not on these lower difficulties. Well, on the higher ones it absolutely is. So, for now, that's about all we can do here. Let's see. Ooh, that's the quick turnaround. I forgot about that. That's lighter. And I think that's run. Yeah. We can run right now if we need to. The janitor doesn't spawn until we go downstairs. But there's only so much we can look at here, so. Let's make sure there's nothing else for us. I don't believe there is up here. To cross the water, you need a tool to guide you. You can get it by paying close attention to the clock and pictures. So that's part of, and we'll have to do it. It's a mandatory puzzle, but it deals with time zones and setting clocks, but also gives us the tool. If you remember at the end of last stream, we were trying to get the death on very easy, so we ran back through the hallway. Turns out she just downs your stamina. But in order to backtrack all the way through that and not get stuck in the endless labyrinth, you have to have a specific item. But let's go down here and trigger this. Hi, friend. Oh, I love this cutscene.
Come on, this way.
That one never stops being funny. She just absolutely bodies him with the door. It's great.
That was close. Hey, exactly what the hell were you thinking? What was that?
Thank you for saving me.
Well, the fact is that I still need your help. But don't make it into a habit. Now that I've found my way into the new building,
Actually, do need to turn my audio up a little bit.
Part of what's happening.
There, that should be good. What makes you so sure?
I have my reasons.
Alrighty then.
Hear me out. So Young's always there. Wherever we go, she gets there before us. We follow her, and all this freaky stuff just keeps happening to us. Doesn't it make sense, then, that she's up to something? I don't like the idea that she's the culprit either. But it's obvious. She's involved in everything that's happening. Do you know where we're going next? The rooftop, 4th floor. I saw her heading that way earlier. She must have something freaky going on up there, too. What's the problem? Don't tell me you still don't believe me.
No, at this point, I believe you.
You don't sound so believing.
Well, what do you want from me?
All right, then. Why don't you just go up to the roof and find out for yourself? See if I'm wrong like you think. I have to go find Ji-hyun. Do what you want.
Okay.
But make sure you know who to trust. Or else, you could be stuck here forever.
Well, that's mildly ominous. Alright, real quick, I have to pause to check something. I'm so sorry. It'll be just a second. Apologies for that. Like I said, just a second. But I had to quickly check something. Okay, so as of now, the janitor is now walking around. It won't actually be that janitor that just got bodied, by the way. It'll be a different one. But they will now be patrolling. So I think we go back downstairs to get our key card And I don't know if we can pick up the key on this one. I think it's only on the highest difficulty, but I'm not 100% sure about that either. But first, in we go. I think there's a couple documents around, but most importantly... Ooh, a felt tip pen. Always good. I think we burned a couple of those at the end of last stream, just as I was kind of messing around with stuff. Remember those paper cranes I was telling you about? That we picked up like 1 or 2 in the first one? This is where they go to complete that puzzle. So yeah, I don't think he dropped the key. I think it's only on the highest difficulty that he actually drops the key. But it's for a, I don't know what you would call it. It's for a collectible, I guess is the best way to describe it. That's way back in the first building. Okay, we were... Okay, maybe we were supposed to mess with them in the other building. Because I remember in the other building it was that, black and white, green, I think it was bald, then blue, then him. So we might have to fall back and go back and see if we can mess with that. I don't know if it would be worth it. Let's see how much time we have as we get done with stuff. If we're still pretty early into the stream, by the time we finish everything else, then we might run back there just to go mess with it. Because I've never actually done that puzzle before. Let's see. There's our yellow key card. I swore there was a document around here. Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. Oh, there it is. Okay. And this is for the yin yang token, which is part of a different main story thing. We'll end up doing it. But it's up in the library. So for now, we've got all that done. Let's see if there's anything down here, because I don't remember. No. Alright, now, let's get out of here. So we got the yellow key card, which means we can open any doors, any of these yellow doors. We'll end up getting all the key cards eventually, but ooh, I think, if I remember correctly, this is the one where all the statues will turn to face you. It's just a neat little thing. Yeah. Oh, they all turn away. Okay, this is... Gotcha. Maybe it was they all turn to face you until you take the item. Yeah, I think I just stole their lunch, so they all turned away. Hey, Pig! What's up, buddy? How are you? It's good to see you. You got max 30 minutes? That's alright, man. We're always happy to see you here, even if it's only for a minute. I hope you've been doing well, bud. Then you need to go to work? That's fair. Yeah, work should absolutely take priority. Let's see. Yeah, that's missing its belt driver, so we're going to have to find one of those. Another felt tip pen. And I think that's everything useful around here. Let's see, anything else? Anything? A coin. That's not bad if we need to pick up more healing items. But other than that, we should be good. Crouch. Use this. Okay. So we decide it was 158, I think. Let's go documents, yada yada. Nope, nope, nope. Is it under school documents? It's under school documents. There we go. 158, 10, 12. Have to be turned on that order. So. I don't know what his range is going to be for seeing me. Because it's usually kind of terrible on these lower difficulties. So, let's see. This is 3-2, which means this should be our 3-1. Alright, bud. Take your time. That's 1. This should be... Oh! Is this not 5? Or did I mess something up? Yep, no thank you. This is 3-5, right? Did I messed something up? Okay. 135. It was what? 158, 158, 10, 12. It looks like it's not on anymore. And that might be our problem. Are you still in here haunting things? You are. Absolutely. Alright. No, the light's on. I can see it on. That's weird. I think I need to get down there and mess with the power switch. That might be what it is. Otherwise, I don't really know. Oh well, let's dip in here. Anything useful? Another one of those. Yeah, fortunately on these lower difficulties, they don't see the best. So, we should be fine. Let's see. Anything else? So this is classroom 1. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. If the power switch in the electrical room is turned on while the lights are on for certain classrooms, I think the power switch is just off. I think that's what's screwing me over. I can't even get in there yet. Oh well. Alright, well. I can't do this part yet. Let's see what else we can mess with in here. Grab a lunchbox. Healing items are always going to help, no matter what. School coin. Nope, please. I've got a vague feeling that I need to go to the top floor and deal with that. Because it could be it's not set up for lights up there. Which does sometimes cause a problem. Got the school coin. And then he should be somewhere down there, I believe. Yeah, there he is. Okay. So, I think, if I remember correctly, there's a power box over there. Maybe that's what we have to mess with. Alright, what do we got? No, lights are on. Alright, I do not remember how to do this one. That's the man in the mirror. Let's see. It must be... I cannot wait to have to upload this and not be able to figure out the basic puzzle. Alright, 1, 5, 8, 10, 12. And it should be in that order. Hey, welcome back, Pig. You're just in time to watch me continuously get stumped by a puzzle I haven't done in a year. Oh, you know what I might have to do first? Oh, I don't want to do that boss fight yet. I might not have a choice, though. Okay. Yeah, that boss fight sucks. Alright, we should be good. Alright, double back. I need to find room 1. That's room 3. I'm fucking stupid. Okay. It would be cool if I could read. That's 2. This is room 1. Turn on. Close. Now we make our way around to 5. I'd bet money I did the same stupid thing last year too. I always read these wrong. Alright, key for the light fixtures over there. So, we hit 1, we turn on 5, and hopefully the spider lady is gone. Then it's 5, 8, 10, 12, I believe. Hey, no spider lady. Alright, cool. That should be 6. Nope. We'll let him pass by first. Pretty much as long as I stay beneath him, we shouldn't have a problem. What are you? 9? 9? 9. Alright, so I need 8. Nope, there he is. Taking his sweet time. Up the steps, man. You can do it. There you go. Good job. Shit. I didn't want that to happen. Well, that's unfortunate. It's probably going to turn off the light. There he is. Alright, he's turned it off and he's coming back out. You going down the middle walkway? Yeah. That's fine. No, we're not doing that. Ban you. Okay, that's 8. That's 9. 10 should be there, and I think 12 is over there. Now, if we get those, then that will finish this puzzle, which will give us access to all the rooms. Which is pretty much the main reason. I mentioned a little bit earlier, we'll occasionally do a glitch on the higher levels to temporarily despawn him while we do this puzzle, because it is miserable to do. This is 10, yeah. Nope, buttons are hard. Alright, we should just need 12. So, I think this is 11? Yep. And here's our 12. Good. Cool. That should be done. Now we shouldn't have to worry about them spawning anymore. So, next up, with that done, we need the red key card. Which, if we can grab that, we can then open everything on the top floor to get an item up there to help deal with another boss. Yeah, take care, Pig. It was good to see you too, bud. Have a good day at work. Hope things go well. Alright, let's trigger this and we can go into the boss fight. Oh, I should probably save. Yeah, we'll save first. Only because this boss fight's so finicky. Alright, well. Knock out this one. Yeah. And then in we go. Turn that on. There it is. We can't get to it yet, but we put that CD from last stream in, we can trigger a miserable boss fight. This is so hard to do on the highest difficulty. It's just because it's so finicky. Alright. Let's see. That's one. You suck. There we go. You have to essentially do a feedback loop by copying whatever in the mirror. And as you do, he will attack both you and the objects to knock them out of place. All with some wonderful music in the background. That's 2. I believe we just need 1 more. And yes, I found out the hard way. You absolutely can be hit by those flying speakers and take damage. Oh, you suck. Where'd you put it? There it is. Alright, quick dodge, grab this, fall back, drop it. There we go. And that's 3, which should be the end of the fight. Well, besides breaking all the glass, he did give us access to the red keycard, which we can now use to get upstairs and into the library, which is where we saw the thing for the totem earlier. Also, wait over here for a scale puzzle. I don't... Ooh, I forgot there's a med kit there. He should be going upstairs, because he starts at the bottom and slowly works his way up. So we shouldn't have to worry too much about him for a sec. We need the blue key card to open this bottom one. And it'll be a minute before we grab that. This... I remember we talked about the time zone thing earlier. This is where it's all based from. So, That's talking about the yin yang. Here it is. Okay, never mind. That's not the one I'm looking for. Is it this one? Feng Shui. Okay. I'm not finding the one I was looking for. But there is a document that tells you essentially have to set the clocks to the correct time zone. So, like, I think DC is +3, +4 from GMT. Like Moscow is -7, I believe. But you essentially just follow that same standard of doing them. But I didn't see the paperwork that explains how to do the puzzle. Either way, it's not that big of a deal. Got real worried for a second when he stopped whistling. Physics class notes. I swore it was down there, but I didn't see it. Nothing in here. Let's check. I know there's a red door further in here. Let's check it. Maybe it has what I need. Again, it's been a year since I've played this. I am definitely rusty. There we go. Alright. Anything useful? Anything at all? Beijing. Nothing. I'm a little frustrated. I can't find the paper that actually tells us how to do that puzzle. Because I only vaguely remember it. But I thought it was down there in the room. In the DC room. Maybe you can't do it until you have a few more. Because I know there's still other places we have to unlock. No. Don't see anything worthwhile in there. Where's he, by the way? Where's our janitor friend? Oh, look, another felt tip pen. That's good. It's going to be most important that we know where these are for the higher difficulties. But it doesn't hurt to get them now. Yeah, a few extra save points never hurt. Because if and when we finish that one puzzle, we can always double back. Because we wanted to try the, I forget what it's called. God, I'm blanking on the name. Of the teachers and stuff. The pictures all up of the thing. That was so informative, I'm sure. In the main building, there's a room. We looked at all the teachers. I mentioned that, oh yeah, it's part of a puzzle. And then I didn't remember how to do it because I had never actually completed it before. Same thing. Class materials. I see a clock in here. Maybe this one has something to do with it. No, it doesn't. I feel crazy. I cannot believe I've missed that document that tells, like, what the order is to do them in. It must be in that blue room. That's the only place I can think of that would be. Because I'm pretty sure there's a clock in there. Hey, we got 4 of these. Honestly, we're doing good enough on time. Might be worthwhile if we find the 5th one. Somehow don't think we will, but... Where are you, by the way? Alright, open this. Actually, turn this off. We'll do the lighter. Hey, the yellow key. What we got? Riveting. Alright. Do I have to, like, stand up to read it? No, but I assume it's something we can interact with. Alright, looks like he's about there. Good, we should be well clear. I don't remember him ever lingering this long for this. There you go. Because I don't have any of the doors open or lights on. We'll worry about opening the door now that he might turn around and run back. Nah, we should be good. He's far enough away he can't hear us. At least not in this difficulty. Alright, but that should be good. We'll come over. Get this. And I don't know if there's even anything in here for me. Doesn't look like it. Oh well, that's fine. What we really want to get to is that. Come here, open this. As long as there's no electricity, you can get what you seek without any light. So, if I remember correctly, what we do is... Big if I remember correctly. I think he's right below me, but I'm not 100% sure. There he is. We'll come here. Turn off the lights. Turn on power. And he'll be doing stuff down there. We come here, close this. we should. It will. Come on, turn it on. There we go. We turn it on, blow off the lemonade piece of paper. And I think it respawns him right outside this room. So you kind of got to be a little careful with it. And you just sort of finagle it around till it unlocks. And then we got a friend.
I'm just so tired of this. I'm terrified. I just don't understand why all this happened. We'll never get out of here. We're all going to die.
Hey, now, it'll be okay. Yeah, I'll find a way out.
Do you really think you can?
Why not? We've been through 2.5 buildings already.
Just stay back! Don't come near me. Just... oh, please, leave me alone. Everyone's acting so strange tonight. Like they've all lost their minds. When I was walking with So-young earlier, Sung-ha came up to us. But So-young just ignored Sung-ha and kept walking. Sung-ha got angry and started following So-young and yelling. I got so scared. Usually, Sung-ha and So-young spend a lot of time off together. And when Sung-ha talks, So-young usually just listens to her. I've never seen them fight like they did earlier. I've never seen them act like that before. I feel like something really bad's about to happen. I think that it was one of them who locked us in here.
Well, maybe. Yeah, and unfortunately, Ji-hyun is now gone. But I don't necessarily know if this is a consolation prize. We do get the Yin Yang token. Which is for the next boss we get to go fight. I don't think there's anything worthwhile in here. We might. Is he still down a floor? That would be nice. I don't even see him. Okay. I want to say we have to swap this back to lights. No, hold on. School documents, class materials. Yeah, I think just as long as power's on, it'll fry the thing. So we need to go down, actually. Down to the bottom floor. I need to find this guy, though. Let's see where he is in relation to everything. Oh, shit, no. He's way down there. Oh, we're fine, then. So we need to get right down there, right next to where our last boss fight was. Uh, Fortunately, I'm pretty sure I left all of the everything open and turned on, so he's just gonna be dealing with that for a while. So we really shouldn't have anything to worry about. Yeah. So he's dealing with that. Can come crouch down. We'll make a quick save, because it doesn't hurt to save here for this. I don't, I don't know how easy it is to lose to this once you've, now if that's, you can lose. I don't know how easy it is to lose on this difficulty, but alright, well, let's just go talk to the girl. Yeah, so you essentially have to use the token to drive her off. And she'll steadily get faster with that. I don't know if I've ever done this without her knocking it out at least once. But that's 3, I think you gotta do it 5 times? Yep. So she'll get you at least once. But that's 4. And this should be 5. There we go. And with that, music room's back open. Or music appreciation room, rather. Lights on. We can come down here. While this tape player doesn't work, we can grab the drive belt and take it up to the other one. So earlier I talked about there was like a quick glitch you could do to deal with the janitor that we're probably going to be doing on upper difficulties. What it is you come in here and trigger this boss fight without the yin yang token, and it despawns the janitor because you're in a boss fight. You're in this boss fight. I don't know if it does it with all of them. Despawns the janitor because you're in this boss fight, but it kicks you right back out with the door unlocked because you don't have the token. So you can run around and go fix a bunch of things. Or deal with all the, deal with the ghost rooms and stuff. The real reason, like, it's more difficult on the higher difficulties and we do it on normal and up, is because right here, we're a floor below him and he's kind of facing past. When we came walking out there, other side of the room, floor below him, he can't see us. On harder difficulties, he absolutely can, from like 2 stories up. And this building sucks because it's constantly in the light. So he will almost always be seeing you. You really have to creep around to try to do stuff, and it's not super fun. It's not terrible. It's not the worst thing. But can you not go in there? That's like the one place I need to go. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's exactly where I need to be. So I think he can walk over, down, and around, especially because we've got most of the doors open. But it also means he's probably going to stop at every door. So it might just be better to open this, trigger him to chase us, and then run. Let's see. Yep. And he will do this for every open door. And now you see the pain. If we can get into that room, we can trigger a cutscene with it. I think it respawns the janitor, not right outside the door. I could be wrong, though. Yep, and now we wait. Now he comes out, does that. Surprised he didn't close the door. Usually they always close the door. Huh. Okay. Either way. Let's come over here, we'll play the tape, trigger everything. And it should move him around a little bit. So, put a proper drive belt in, put the tape in, hit play.
Fire! Mom!
That's the voice of that girl. Who are you? Why are you here this late?
Honestly, man, I just came to give some candies to a girl in return a diary. I should not still be here. Who are you?
I'm the night duty teacher. Look, I don't know why you're here, but here's the key card that leads outside.
That's our blue key card. The one that
Be careful.
we desperately need.
It's dangerous here at night. Night is when the dead ones come to life.
Then why don't you leave with me?
I really wish I could do that. Get out of here before it's too late. Or you'll get trapped in the school forever, too.
So, I don't know if it's ever 100% confirmed, but if he looks familiar, that's because he is. We, back in the main building, we had to go solve a picture, put it back together, and there was a man holding a vase, the music room teacher, who ended up dying in the school. I'm like 90% sure that's him. Yeah. Now, one thing that we can do, if we were going for the Two Bros ending, which is what we did last year, we would come back over here and pick up the tape. We do not want that. That's the most important thing, is that we leave it. Because that is the major factor between these two endings. It is so weird he didn't close this door. But that should give us access to this. I don't know if he sees me yet. I don't think he does. I'm not sure where he was. But he trailed me that effectively. But, come on. Go. There's nothing in here. It's an empty room. Must have been the wind. What is with you and leaving the doors open? You're the weirdest janitor. I've never seen them leave them open like this before. Alright. Think he's head down that way. Yeah. So. Anyways, this is the document I was looking for. The world time zones. So Greenwich is always 0. So whatever you set... Hold on. Sorry about that. So whatever Greenwich is set to, you do 3 off from that for Washington, 3 up from that for Moscow, and then 8 up from that for Beijing. So this is Greenwich. And it is set at 2 a.m. So we've got 1 in that room, I think 1 in that room, and then the others are down in that bottom room. Alright, so from Greenwich, we decide this is Moscow, which is +3. Are you kidding me? You're being so weird about this. We're on the easiest difficulty. But now he's going to walk back this way and get triggered by the open door again and come in. What is going on with you? I don't remember the AI ever acting like this. No, that's worse. You're leaving it? Okay. You at least opened it. Or closed it, rather. Jeez. Let's hope messing with this doesn't make any noise. Anyways, so it's 2 a.m. for Greenwich, so 3 up from that would make it 5 from Moscow. Now, Beijing should be over there. I'm a little concerned that as soon as we open this door, he's going to come running after us. Because he's being weird like that. Alright, no, this time he's going to be normal. I don't understand what the janitor's doing this time around. Anyways. This should be Beijing. So, we set this to 10. Alright, now we just have to run downstairs. And I might actually do that literally, just run. Oh, cool, he's hunting. Actually, that's perfect, because that gives me the opportunity to run the other way. He shouldn't be able to tail me. I'd be kind of surprised if he could. To double check, I thought I saw the flashlight for a second. Alright. Alright, good. That door's open, which is incredibly important for us doing laps around this guy if it comes to it. Alright, so Greenwich was at 2. America is -3, so that would put it at 11. Cool. And with that, we get 2 very important items. The first one is the Spirit Bell. This is what allows us to go back through the main hall. And the second is the L-Rods. These are for the next boss fight, which we can actually go do. What was... Oh yeah, I want to see... We're going to go upstairs and make a save, and I want to see if I can go back and figure out this puzzle. Because we're a little over an hour in. I won't spend a lot of time with it. If I can't figure it out almost immediately, we're just going to ignore it. And maybe like reload the save or something. So, from left to right, blue, bald, gray, green, black and white. This is a terrible way. Blue, bald, gray, green, black and white. Alright. Looked like he got alerted by the room where we just got the Spirit Bell and the L-Rods. So, I thought I checked down here. Oh, typewriter button. Okay. One thing I do think is I think they can't hear your footsteps walking normally on the carpet, just because it quietens everything. I'm not 100% sure about that, but usually I was always pretty safe if I sprinted on the carpet. But as you can see, like, we've been going an hour, and we're mostly done with this building, the new building. So, okay. What did I say? Blue, bald. It was blue, bald, gray, green, and then black and white. So BB, GG, and then BW. So, I don't even know if the puzzle will do anything. I know there's some puzzles that only really unlock stuff on higher difficulties, but I think it'd be fun to do a puzzle. I never really get to do them. But all that we have left for this building is a boss fight, then one more thing after it. And the boss is... It's not difficult. It's a little time consuming, but it's not difficult. Alright, I have the Spirit Bell this time. Don't do the endless loop. Please. Okay, what floor does this put us on? Alright, I gotta think where it was. Maybe it was in the student department office? I'm worried it's in faculty office 1. I don't think it is, though. That was, no, that was the combination. double check this. If it's not here, then we have to go down the floor. It's not here. We have to go down a floor. Again, I don't even know if this nets us anything. I assume we'll get one of the ghost stories or something of it. But I think it's in Faculty Office 1. But I think the janitors still go back and haunt these older areas. Again, I've never played enough to actually double back and test my luck. But I haven't heard the jingling of keys yet. So if he's here, he might be on the 4th floor. But we did about knock him unconscious. Or Songa did. Yeah, I didn't do much of anything. I think it's in here. Yeah, that looks right. Where's the light switch? Alright. Can I not mess with it? Oh, I might not be able to mess with it. Hold on, let's find out. Because otherwise we're just going to sprint back up to the top. Hold on. We'll call it... Yeah, that's the one. The photo frame puzzle. Sometimes with some of these, I can only do it on normal or above. Okay. So, yeah, that is... Like I said, there's some of these that are put behind different difficulties. So, we're just going to sprint our way up and go back over to the new building and work on ending the game. But that might be... I figure when we actually run through it again, if we have time at the end of all this, we'll probably do it on either normal or hard. I know there's some ghosts that only appear on hard. I know there's one, I guess it was last time, that glitched the game and we had to stop it. Was that on stream with you guys? I think it was. I don't 100% remember. But, oh well. Either way, all of this is done. So we go into the new building, we'll go up to the roof. And then from there, if we beat the one on the roof, I'm trying to remember what comes after that. Oh yeah, I think someone messes with the power. No. Oh, I have to go mess with the power. Duh. Idiot. That's why I got the blue key card. Okay, so fun fact, they can absolutely hear you running on carpet. I believe he's going downstairs. I sure hope he is. There he is. Okay. Unfortunately, that's the floor we need to be on, so... Honestly, though, we can probably just jog our way past it, because he should have a couple doors there to deal with. Come here, open this, because we need to get back to that corner. It's possible if he heard me walking, he just went straight back up. So, again, the gender in this game is a little on the finicky side. Let's see, let's see. It's definitely one of these. Oh, I might need to go back up and switch it to lights. That's what y'all saw me trying to remember if I was supposed to do earlier. Yeah. I forgot we need that last key. And the key's stuck on that light. So... pretty sure if we go back over and swap the main power to lights. Also, one more trip around. If you guys haven't figured out, this is why speedrunners just skip this level completely. Like, it's a cool concept. It makes you use a lot of the things that you've been taught. Sneaking, and gives it more of a vertical thing. So, like main building 2, or main building 1 only had 2 floors. Main building 2 has 4, but there's only really one way in and out, and they can't see you on anything else. This time, though, let's see, kill, there we go. Kill power, swap it to lights. That didn't blow it. That's... because it should overload the light. Unless I did something wrong. Yeah, I don't know where he is, but I'm not super worried. We've been sort of tiptoeing around him, but we can afford to be a little more aggressive at this point. Oh, there he is, where I need to be. Cool. Go back in here. Mess with these again. Should have been one of these. Alright, now I'm starting to go brain dead. I don't... Is there anything else we need? So we've got... it's in the main hall's light fixture. Unless I just have to go closer to it. That would be dumb if that's the solution, but let me double check. It should be right up on that. Okay, well that didn't do anything. So I have to presume maybe it is supposed to be on power. Yeah, I can't make it up, can I? No. I feel really dumb about this. Because it was on lights originally. We had to swap it over to power to get the other thing working. I thought we had to swap it to lights and then turn on the power. But maybe not? Maybe we swap it back to power? Then make our way down and try it again. I'm sure this is riveting content. Alright, let's see. He should go up that way, I think. He usually does. Up you go. Alright. So we'll go down on this side and swing around. I feel crazy. I'd hate to have to look this up. But as far as I know, what we need to do was turn on the power and then make sure the other thing was on. I don't know if there's anything else left to overload that. No, that didn't trigger it. Because we can't go do the third boss without this key. Which is kind of the issue. There's nothing else I can mess with. I feel like I'm going crazy. Oh, I'd hate to have to look this up. We don't have anything in our notes, do we? Alright, we might have to double check. This is why I really should have played this before I started streaming. What's this? Because I've done all the classroom lights. Oh, I have to go back and do them again? Oh, no. Okay. I think because I left the door open, some of them got turned off. That is unfortunate. Okay. Let me go turn this off. Down that. Because I thought that... I only remembered that puzzle being for despawning the spider lady. I didn't remember having to do that to blow the light as well. Which sucks, but oh well. So what did we decide it was? Should be this one, right? It's 1, 5, 8, 10, 12. And then we go pull the switch. I'm not sure where he is. I assume he's right above me. One and 5 should be there. Oh, did you see me? Really? Oh, good for you. I'll just hide here. Usually they don't see me, but oh well. Okay. Where's he? Okay, he's on that. So, that's good, I guess. So we got 1, 5, then 8, 10, 8, 10, and 12, I believe. Alright, let's try this one more time. I think what happens is usually when we're doing our higher level runs, we just kind of sprint and constantly like despawn him, get him out of there. So it's rare that we ever actually have him here. Alright, then 10 and 12 should be over here. Hopefully, if I've done this right. Actually, don't know if he'll be able to see me or not. Okay. So this should be 10. Are you gonna turn around if I open this? Nope. 10. Yeah, see, on any higher difficulties, he would have seen me right here. So, again, that's why we do it on these lower difficulties first, to really get a feel for the game and remember how to play. Because jumping back into this on the highest difficulty would kill us. Alright, but we'll let him go up. God, yeah, so we've spent an hour and a half on this. This is why we cheese a little bit for this. At least on the higher difficulties. I don't want to turn it on just yet. I'm going to wait till he gets a little bit by. Just in case he does hear. Okay, good. Nope, he's checking behind him. Yeah. So, like I said, usually we kind of finagle things a little bit so as to make sure when the lights are on, everything's cut off. Like all the doors are closed and stuff, so that he's not as badly needing to go search every room. And then we kind of sprint through everything else. Honestly, we sprint a lot in this game on the lower difficulties. I think he's up checking that out, so that's good. Alright, now let's try this one more time. And hopefully it'll work. If it doesn't, I don't really know what to do. Please work. Thank you. Okay. Alright, cool. Now we can grab that and go do the... Did he respawn down here? Good, good. Alright, we got that. Let's make our save. Yeah, so this next boss isn't necessarily difficult, but is time consuming with how it's set up. So whereas the other two have been very quick and easy, like either put things down in the correct order or charge the guy or charge the girl with the token, this one's going to be more of a maze. But it still shouldn't be terrible. So, I'd say, yeah, we should be able to do all this in the next 30. That shouldn't be a problem. So we gotta get across there. But yep, there it is. the mermaid. We did briefly read about it. I don't know if we actually read the thing. But there's a mermaid that just haunts this. So what we do is we have these. The L-rods will essentially direct us where to go. As long as it's sticking straight out, we can move. Forward, if it's an X, you can't. But if she gets too close to you, she will try to pull you in. Hello, friend. Okay. This one? I think we go back a lot. And then over, yeah. But she'll just keep circling. So for the most part, you'll be fine. Just stick to the invisible path. Up. And I think it's back this way. And then finish. And that's it. You can absolutely do it without ever interacting with the mermaid. I did not the first couple of times I went through it. I got torn apart. But it's not an instant kill if she catches you. It turns to a quick time event where she'll drag you down. So, it's not the worst case scenario. I don't know how it is on the higher difficulties though. I've only ever gotten caught on easy, I think. Alright, now the single worst part about this is sometimes the janitor will spawn right up here. I made the mistake, it's on one of my old VODs from last year's playthrough, where I spawned in and just started walking over towards it to get the token and stuff, and he heard me walking and came and opened the door and got me, and God did that suck. So you do kind of still have to be careful. The bar token, so there's one more thing we have to do, and this is one of the more frustrating things because you kind of can't know it unless you've messed it up before. It's more one of those like trial and error issues. But down here there is the alarm system, or there's the lights, the power. You have to set it to the alarm system. Leave it turned off, but you have to have the fuse in the alarm system, because if not, it's an instant death for you. Which is dumb. I mean, it is what it is, but it's still dumb. Open that. Pretty much once we get out, we're just going to sprint down to a lower floor. But just to be sure, we'll turn off power, pull the fuse, set into the security alarm. But we can't turn it on yet. So our two options are either to just sprint past him and probably take a hit or two, which isn't that bad, or we can just wait for him to come by and pass. So that's kind of what we're going to do. We've been going a little bit, so now would be a good time to get up and stretch a little bit, drink some water, just relax. We probably got him in there, so. Alright. I'm not actually sure where he is. Did he already pass us? I don't think so. Let me see if I can see him. You can kind of get here. Yes, he did already pass us. Okay. Sure, why not? He's been really weird about which doors he wants to bother with this time. But let's make a save here because of what's about to come next. Alright. Now then, frankly, we're like a floor below him. Doesn't really matter if he sees us. But he's not going to, apparently. Which is even better. He might catch us now. Is he really going to get the doors now? No way. He's being real weird about this. I don't know what's going on with him. They do have sort of these prescribed paths. So it can be a little like, I know if you get him to chase you down to the if you get him to chase you down to the bathrooms when he's on like the 3rd floor, he will leave unless he has the doors to trigger him to go start searching other rooms. He will go all the way back up to the 3rd floor to continue his patrol. Okay. The seal is gone, but we're not quite done here.
You! What do you think you're doing there? Nobody ever escapes this school! Die!
You remember her from earlier? We met her in the art room, I
Let me
believe.
through! I
No,
must get in!
not the art room.
I'm begging! My daughter's in there! Let go of me! No! No! You killed her! You killed my daughter! You'll pay for what you did! You're just like them! Why? Tell me why my daughter had to die!
Okay, we should
Your turn.
probably go now.
Suffer like my child!
Yep. Now's the time to run. Hold on. Okay, it won't. There it is. You must turn on the alarm to survive. Remember the switch that you saw somewhere up high. So again, on higher difficulties, you don't get these notes about how to survive. So if you didn't play it on the easier difficulties to get a feel for the game, and you just start on like normal or higher, it's all guess and check. There's no reason to know that you would have to come up here to trigger this. At least I don't think I ever found a note that referenced it either. But I do think she's pretty close behind us. Another quick time event. Yep.
My child, I will always protect you.
Hey, are you all right? Are you injured?
I'm fine. This lady isn't, but I am.
I'm glad you're okay. Why the heck was she trying to kill you?
Yeah, I think she lost it after her daughter died.
Her dead daughter, you mean? We don't have time for this. I just heard Ji-hyun screaming in the lecture hall.
Okay.
I have a bad feeling. I think So-young is going to do something desperate.
Sounds like that's our
You
next
get to the lecture
destination.
hall, and I'll meet you there.
So I think, for now, all of the janitors despawn. I want to say in the original, everyone despawned throughout the entire building, or throughout the entire game. I think in this, the remake, they now respawn if you go back to another building. But, is she still down there, by the way? I don't think she is. Yeah, she is. So, like, obviously, we've pieced a couple things together. We had the Black Mass tape. There was the girl that died in the fire. And that was the recording of her. We now have the mother of the girl that died who was trying to get in to save her. But the guards stopped her, which probably did save her life. However, she lost her mind. But there's also, like, she screamed and it blew out a couple windows and knocked down 2 grown men. There's also a little hint that she's been messing with something. Also, what a knife throw, by the way. What a throw. But there's this hint that she's been messing with something occultish, for lack of a better term. However, the most important thing is that we did not trigger the Black Mass tape. So now we go to the auditorium and start what will be our endgame for this run. So it shouldn't take long. We'll go explore a little bit, try to remember where everything is. And I want to say, I gotta remember how we do this. No. I don't think there's much up here. 1 or 2 healing items. But the biggest thing is we'll make our way over to there, turn on the lights and everything. And start the proper endgame. Anything in here that matters? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Cool. Riveting stuff. What about up here? Anything we want and or need? No, no, maybe no. Fire safety. So this is actually, we have one final boss fight that's coming. This is essentially our endgame boss fight. This is where they teach you essentially how to beat it. You'll need the 3 types of fire extinguishers. You'll need the sprinklers. All of that fun jazz. So let's come to here, turn this on, and that should light up everything for us. We see Ji-hyun on stage. But before we go really interact with them, we're going to double check, make sure there's nothing else we need. Because we will probably end up having to use some healing items here. This area of the game gets a little finicky. Is what it is, no big deal. But, oh, a tranquilizer. That's pretty good, actually. We won't need it, because I don't even know if you can run out of stamina on this difficulty. But they're there to Yeah, I want to say they're there to refill your stamina quickly on the higher difficulties. So there is this, the fire token, that leads into the final area. That is for a different route than what we're doing. For what we got, no, I don't have to mess with that. Some tranquilizers, some healing stuff. We should be able to get through this pretty quick. Let's go see if there's anything else that we need around here. School coin, always good. Nothing in here. Nothing there. There's a save area over here that we want to hit. What's that? Nothing there. We can see ourselves. The exit is still not opening. Alright, let's make a save. Alright. That will probably be our last save of the game. Oh yeah, I guess this does go on ahead and happen. So, we'll make our way through here. There we go. And that unlocks the main auditorium for us. And this, yeah. Best thing we can do with this is stay away. I don't think we can access anything else until after the endgame bit has started. So, yeah. We'll run back and we'll go trigger the final fight. And again, we've taken our sweet time with this. It's looking like we were 2 hours last time. We're pushing 2 hours this time. Did you not open? Am I dumb? Did I go to the wrong one? We did just unlock you, right? Am I dumb? Probably, but... Oh, no. It's this door. It's the side door, not the main one. That's right. That's right, I am dumb. It's this one. And here we go. Alright, yeah, and now amidst the final boss fight, she is chasing us. And everything's been set on fire. Which isn't the best. But we do have to make sure we stand clear of some stuff. And find... They're somewhere around here. Not 100% sure where she is. I know we've got our first fire extinguisher back here. Oh, that's right. I do forget everything tries to kill you in this. Alright, so juked her out a little bit. I think we can use it on this one. Yeah, there it is. That puts this out and gives us our second fire extinguisher. Along with, I think there's a healing item? No. Okay. But back here should be our valve for the sprinkler system we also saw. Never mind. This is the sprinkler system. I have to get the valve. I promise I've played this game before. Where are you? I just saw her in the middle. Okay. We need this way, right? Alright, put this out. I do appreciate the door's still there. All it just was a flash of fire. Ow. Alright, and there's our third one. And a soy milk. Cool. I don't think we can do anything with these. We've got one more fire back here. Two more, actually. Turn off back here. Come on. There we go. The fire lingers a little bit after you use it. Every time. Or maybe she's here. Yeah, she is here. Okay, that's bad. I thought I had a little bit more distance between us. That's fine, though. We'll let her come to me, and then we'll just run around. Now, she can walk through the fire, no problem. So, just like that. Put this out. The handle should be on the, or the valve handle should be on the other side. Seriously? Cool. Yeah. And she will chase you down the entire time. So this is the real part where you need all the healing items at. If there's anywhere you'll die, it's just in that back corner. Because sometimes you'll get stuck back there and it's a mess. But we come back here, put this in, and turn. And that should be the end of the fight. We did that in like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. But now she has tried once again to kill us. She has failed. And she has been put to rest. With the spirits that repossessed her leaving her. That gives us the final token, the fire token. Hey, hey, welcome back.
What happened?
Who knows at this point?
Did you save my life?
Sure. Yeah, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Don't worry. I'm sorry. I don't think that I can walk right now. My ankles hurt. I'll wait right here. Can you go and find Songa? I'm scared for her.
That I can. Are you sure you'll be okay?
It's okay. I've always been alone anyway.
That's just kind of sad. Alright, but because we're going for the Ebony ending, we'll go find Songa. Goodbye. So I think it's back through this way. We'll go back up to the second story, and that should give us the Ebony ending. And we're gonna hope I did everything right. In you go. And let's see what we got. Yeah, Ebony. Alright. This is my first time actually getting this one.
Heemin. Hey, Heemin. Heemin, wake up. What you looking for? It's fine. It's all over. But I think that Ji-hyun is hurt. Let's go outside and try to call for help.
So, we haven't really messed with So Young much this playthrough, but she seems a little different, doesn't she?
Come on.
A lot similar to
What's
another
wrong?
girl
Aren't
that
you
we've
coming?
known. What? Oh well. Down we go. Alright. And that's the end. I think there's like a post-credit scene or something. I don't 100% remember. But yeah, we've completed it. So again, that was just the very easy difficulty. We broke it up in 2 days. Starting, God, okay, what day is today? Sunday? Yeah, so starting this coming Friday is when we're going to be bumping it up to easy, then normal, then hard, then hell mode, with the intention of actually, like, beating each one in a stream. Because we're going to need all the time we can get for hell. But overall, this went pretty well. It's a good chance to, like, refamiliarize myself with the controls. And sort of go through the story. But, yeah. So, right now, these are... I really like these. These are cute. I think one of the early Resident Evils did this or something. Where it just does, like, the silhouettes or the characters interacting. But, yeah. Sorry. So, we have beaten this, and actually, it should unlock... I want to go see, before we end the stream, I want to go see if it unlocked the new outfit, because we now have a ending, an Ebony ending, and all of the Two Bros endings. So, I don't want to talk about too much about the ending, and in case there is the post-credits one, because I do not remember if it's there or not. If it actually, like, shows the bit. But, no, this is fun. I'm really happy to be, like, doing this again. I've been really looking forward to this event for a while. Like our big White Day event where we sit down and play through all of these. I don't know what I'm going to do when we finish, though. Not that that's not... That's only the second, third ending. I guess because you counts as an ending. So this is only the third sets of endings. So we've still got another 7 years of this. But, yeah. So, I'd be interested. I've still never played the second one. Apparently the second one isn't very good. Though there's also a VR one, which is very short, but apparently incredibly scary and well done. So, I've never gotten the chance to try that. The torture designer, I always forget about that. PR Nightmare. These credits are always fun to read through. Or the dancing and stuff. These are always fun. And then she fades away one last time. Yeah, okay, there is a little bit left.
Don't leave. I'm still in here. Can you hear me? Please don't go. Here. I'm here. Here. What's wrong? What is it? Something wrong?
Guess not.
Then let's hurry up and go. Please don't leave me here. Please. Oh, please. Not young.
I don't think I realized that was Na Young for that. Her older sister. Cool. Alright, that's actually a really fun ending. I've never seen that one. Okay, so some of the stuff you guys might remember from last year, some of the stuff you might have picked up from this time. Sung-ah, the girl that we were working with the entire time, is a ghost. She is the one that died in the fire originally. That was her mom that was chasing us. That's why, even though she talks to So Young a lot, So Young often doesn't answer her and just listens. So Young was... I don't remember exactly how it goes. She was still trying to reach out to her sister or something. But Sung-ah set this entire trap because we talked like we cared about her and about the ghosts and stuff, but at the end of the day, we didn't turn in the Black Mass tape. We didn't make an effort to try to fix everything. So instead, what she does is she swaps bodies with So Young. So Young's spirit is now trapped in the school, while Sung-ah is now possessing her body. That's why she's a lot different, a lot more flirty, and like... I don't even know the proper word for it, but So Young is now trapped in the school, I guess as a ghost, with her sister, while Sung-ah has now possessed a new body and is free to be human again, be back in the land of the living. So, ending collection, there we go. Our first Ebony ending. And if we go to bonus costumes, we have now unlocked Trendy Girl. Actually, I kind of want to see it. It's under this, right? Sung-ah. There it is. Not bad. But yeah, so that's that. And that's pretty much where we'll stop for today. We've now beat the Ebony ending, so the plan is when we start again on Friday, which is our next scheduled stream, we will be going through... We beat it on very easy, so on Friday we'll be going through easy with the intention of just hopefully beating it all in one night. Just getting through that entire playthrough. I seriously doubt it'll be another 4-hour playthrough. We like to use very easy to sort of get familiar with everything, be chill, be relaxed, see some ghosts, tell the story, you know, as it is. And then as we build up, the easy run, the normal run, and to a certain extent the hard run are there for practice, to make sure we're familiar with the controls, I'm familiar with what to do, the objectives, because like, you saw me wandering around trying to figure out the light puzzle, stuff like that. So, but yeah, so our next scheduled stream is planned for Friday the 21st, where we will be running through White Day again on easy. Same ending. This entire month is going to be for the Ebony ending. And then if we happen to finish everything before the I guess it's before the 14th, we might try to play on some of the higher difficulties and go back and just get collectibles or items or stuff like that. Some of the ghost stories, things like that. But yeah, for now, that's all I have for you guys. So thank you so much for joining me, whether you're here for a minute, whether you're here the whole time. I hope you know I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun to be doing this. I really need to turn off the thunder sound effects in my ear. There we go. But yeah, so that's all I've got for you today. And thank you again. So, as always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and please, 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 be safe out there, everyone. And I hope to see you all next Friday. Later.